Hello, my friends, Jill Ortiz here, and guess what? Today I am giving you my most coveted recipe of all times. It's my zucchini quiche, and we are going to use this mandoline today for the first time ever to make it. Usually, I've always grated my zucchini with a box grater, but I just woke up this morning and said, I wonder how it is if we thin slice the zucchini instead of shredding it. So we are going to test that today together, and I'm going to give you this amazing recipe so you can go try it, grab yourself your mandoline, and let's do it. So first of all, the ingredients. Number one, a dozen eggs. So I cracked them. They're in here, no shells. I haven't beat them up yet, but there's 12 eggs. We've got one large zucchini, or if you need, or if you have like two medium or a couple small ones, we are going to use half of a sweet onion. Make sure it's a sweet onion, not just the yellow onion. That makes a huge difference. Sweet onion is so good, brings a little sweetness. We've got some pancake mix. We're just gonna put a little bit in to add it, just to make it kind of glue everything together. And then we've got some bacon bits, which are optional. We've got a little bit of Colby Jack cheese, which again, optional too. You could use a different kind of cheese, mozzarella, Parmesan, or no cheese at all. And that's it. We don't even do salt and pepper in this. There's so much flavor in all these things. The bacon bits bring the salty, the sweet onion brings that great depth of flavor, and so it's going to be amazing. So we have a big mixing bowl, and then we have a glass pie pan. You could probably use any pie pan, but I like the glass one because I don't even have to spray it or oil it or grease it or anything. So all right, so we're going to start by just beating our 12 eggs, and so this is going to make 6 servings, 2 eggs each. So that's a good protein serving. Then you've got a little bit of protein with the cheese, a little bit of protein with the bacon bits, and then honestly, I drink a protein shake in addition to my piece of quiche each morning. Okay. All right. And of course you could make all kinds of changes and you could do whatever you like. You know, sometimes I have a thing here of little grape tomatoes that's kind of starting to go, they're getting a little wrinkly, I'd say. Sometimes I'll just slice those up and throw those in too, or put them right on top to make it just beautiful. And so, all right, so we've got our eggs are now beaten. We're gonna throw just a little bit of pancake mix in there. We're gonna throw all of our ingredients together in the bowl other than the zucchini and the onion. So again, today I'm not measuring. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit in. I would say at most it's a quarter to a half a cup, right? So it's not like you're making a big floury quiche. We just want something to bind it all together. Now we're gonna add a little bit of the bacon bits. Again, this is not gonna make a huge difference in terms of the macros. So we're just gonna sprinkle them in so that every piece has some. Then we've got our cheese, same thing. We're just gonna grab a little handful. I would say maybe a half a cup. If we can open the bag, there we go. Mussels. We're just gonna plop some in there. And so we're gonna get this mixed together. What's that in there? Okay. Just a slight little mix, nothing crazy. And now let's get to our mandoline, our secret weapon here. So we leave this end on because we're gonna wanna hold it, and we slice off the little butt at the end. And then I have this setting. So we've got lots of different settings with a little knob on the side. I have it up about as high as I can get it so that it's nice and thin sliced. So I'm gonna show you a few of these slices, but I might even try to get it a little bit thinner. So we've got these nice thin slices. I'm gonna see if I can move it up even more so that just barely. Yep. So these will be nice, right? Let's see if it goes up even more. Whoop. Let's see how that is. Oh yeah. So as thin as you can get them. It's so easy. It goes so fast. And we're just gonna keep our hands out of the way. Now you're gonna see I have a different tool for the onion, my little hat tool. And we're gonna do the whole zucchini. And it's always a big mystery how at the end, everything always seems to fit in this little pie pan, but it fits, and it goes right up to the tippity top. Now, baking time is gonna be about an hour, and I do that in my air fryer at about 315 to 325, okay? So we're gonna take this zucchini, it's all sliced up, nice and thin, and we're gonna plop it right into the bowl here. Whoop. In there. All right, next we're gonna slice up our onion. Okay, so with this, we're going to put it right here. We're going to put our little hat on there so that we don't catch our fingers. And we're just going to put it up a little bit more. We are just going to do half the onion, okay? I'm going to get it going. See how this is great? You could go super fast. You don't have to worry about your fingers. Okay, so let's take that off. So now we've got lots of onion here. I think I might have done over half, so I'm gonna save some for another time. And so we've got, there we go. So we're gonna just get that in there, and then we're gonna mix it up and put it in our pie pan, and that's it. It was super easy to get that together. We're just gonna bake it, and then we'll see how it comes out at the end. I wonder if you could do this probably with potatoes too and make a nice frittata. That would be a good idea, right? So again, this is different. Usually I use a box shredder and I shred everything, but I always like testing new things, see how they are. Maybe I'll find a new favorite thing. All right, so let's get this in our pan. You're gonna see, it's scary. We'll see if it fits. It should fit. Here we go, get it all in there. It's never not fit, I'm telling ya. Okay, we're in. There we go, beautiful. So the zucchini is definitely a lot more visible than usual. So if you're somebody who's like not a huge fan of zucchini, then maybe you shred it, because that way I just wouldn't even know. You wouldn't taste it, you don't even know it's in there, but it's so much veggies, which is so good for you. Okay, so check this out. It's beautiful and it's going in, and I will show you when it's done. Meet me back. All right, my friends, we are a quarter of the way in on the baking time. We've got it set to 315. Air fryer cooks pretty quickly, so we're gonna give it an hour total, but you can see it is cooking beautifully. And just a tip, I always put it on the bottom rack because the top tends to cook and get nice and browned, so I keep it towards the bottom. So we'll check back when it's done. All right, my friends, quiche is done. Check it out. Isn't it gorgeous? So we're just going to wrap this up, put a little plastic wrap over the top, let it cool down fully, and then we'll throw it into the fridge. And when we're ready for our first piece, we'll cut it into 6 even slices, kind of like a pizza, and leave it in the fridge all week, and it'll be good to go. 2 minutes later, who am I kidding? This smells delicious and it looks so good, and I just want to cut into it while it's warm. So I'm just going to take a little sliver for today and test it out. It comes out so easily, and look at it. It's gorgeous. It's steaming. I love it how it's layered, and we are going to test a bite. It's perfect. I would say not much taste difference between doing the slicing and the shredding, but it just looks beautiful, doesn't it? All right, that's it. Time to make one for yourself.